In this video, I'm doing an overview of a bunch of cases. I do this every year for the iPhone and also the Samsung Galaxy lineup. And what I do is go over some features and some things that stand out to me. I'll do some more in-depth detailed videos in separate dedicated content. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss those videos when they come out. But overall, what I like to do with this video is to provide timestamps to each of these brands so that we can skip ahead to those or skip around. However you want to watch the video, you can watch it all the way through if you want to. I appreciate that for the watch time hours, but what you can do is just click on this timestamps down in the video description if you want to go to a particular brand and then just learn about it. Also, there'll be links in the video description so that way you can pick it up for yourself. I do earn a commission from those links. Some of these brands also provide a coupon code and that'll be next to that link. So all kinds of information is down below in the video description. If you want more details, click on those links, ask questions in the comments. And if you want to know more, let me know. And again, stay tuned for more information about these particular cases in a dedicated video for these brands. If there's a brand or a case that you like that I did not cover, leave a comment and I'll see what I can do to make some content about it. At the end of this video, I'll talk about my top options on this table of what I like the most. If you've been around the channel for a while, you know that white and black are pretty much my colorways that I typically go for. There's no black option. I don't like the white silver look, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get the orange because YouTube thumbnails. I guess I could use a splash of color in my life, right? I mean, I did get a bright green Jeep recently too. I digress. Let's get into these cases. Before I get into some of these cases, I will say that I've used some of them. I'm making this video about almost 3 weeks after the iPhone launch or getting it in the mail. And so I used some of them just to try to get a better opinion about it versus just the first impressions. Some of these brands I'm just really familiar with, so I can tell you about them even if I don't use them and just kind of tell you if they're gonna be good or not. But anyways, I guess it comes with doing, I've made a freaking YouTube career off of doing cases. The items that I go over in these overviews of these cases includes button presses, MagSafe, how it feels in a hand, and also just the overall build quality. There'll be some other little tidbits here and there just depending on the case itself, but that's typically the things that I go over in this video. And the other big thing that, as far as preferences go for cases, is that I love texture. So I'm gonna judge these cases on texture a lot. I don't like the just plastic feel, it kind of gets grimy and all that kind of stuff. So I tend to lean towards cloth, leather, wood, just carbon fiber kind of stuff, those kind of textures. That's how I'm going to judge a lot of these cases of what I like. First up is the Apple silicone case. Naturally, I went with the orange, so that way it would match the orange iPhone. It's got that nice soft feel to it. It's, you know, pretty much known at this point of what it's like. It's got a built-in camera control button, so you don't have any kind of open access to that. And the inside has like the soft felt material. One of the cool things about these kind of cases from Apple is that when you put them on, whatever kind of case you got, it's gonna give you like a animation to kind of match what you just put on the phone. This looks pretty damn good. I love this orange. I mean, for what it is, the orange and orange looks, this looks better than the phone itself. I like how this looks way more than the naked phone. That's a better design than the phone itself. I don't like this huge camera bar. It's so freaking gaudy. So the button has a pretty good tactile click to it. It's actually a little stiffer than I prefer, but it's not like a deal breaker. Camera control is pretty easy. All right, so the case is lifted above the screen a bit, so you can put it face down, and it's not gonna be a direct impact on a flat surface. I do like this silicone case a lot. It's a soft silicone feel, but it's got a grippy kind of texture to it too, so it's not gonna be very slippery. Here's a MagSafe test with the silicone case. Picks up pretty good. It doesn't slide around that easy. And it doesn't shake off. Normally the Apple cases, I'm just like, yeah, it's a case, but I actually like this one a lot. This is the Apple Tech Woven case, and it got a lot of flack last year, and it was not my favorite case. They got rid of the leather options. I like leather, so this is, if you're going the route that Apple wants you to go, this is the best option you have closest to what leather used to be like. Now it's got like this texture to it, and also, so it does have that woven feel to it. On the inside, it's like a finer woven feel. Still pretty soft. It's not gonna like mark up the phone or anything like that. It's crazy. So it's got the woven feel here. It looks like almost like sandpaper. You got your different grades. So this is like a rougher one, but it's not rough. And then on the inside it's finer, but this is the finest woven feel on the edges. It feels really good. Like I like the texture of this one. The buttons have a better tactile feel than the silicone case. It is raised above the screen a bit. It does have a classy look to it. This is good. I mean, I like it. As far as durability goes, that's where time will tell. MagSafe test. So I've got this Peak Design wallet. It takes some effort to make it slide around and it doesn't shake off, so that's good. This is the Nomad Rugged case, and this is just one of those brands that I love to work with. They've been around since the beginning of the channel, and I love their products. I'm a huge Nomad fan. Of course, I had to get the orange one with the orange phone. This is one of those cases that I love to take out with me when I'm outdoors. It's easy to find because of the bright color. It's rugged, it's gonna be protective against the elements. It just is one of the better choices for the rugged style cases. And what I love this year is that Nomad is including the camera control button. You got a felt material on the inside. And another benefit to this case is that if you care about table wobble, they got you covered there. So, I mean, it's raised above the camera modules. You got reinforced corners and edges. You have direct access to your ports on the bottom. It's raised above the screen even more than normal cases go. Very nice and tactile buttons. These feel great. And camera control works fantastic. So the grip of this is a little different too. It's got like a groove all the way through, so you can kind of feel that grooviness in your hand as you're holding. MagSafe, really good. Overall, pretty good strength with the MagSafe. So we got another rugged case, but this is just the full black option. So if you don't want the bright color, you still have a rugged, muted color that you could use. And just like the other one, very nice. Like, such a solid case. I don't think I've ever had a black one. I've always gotten like the orange rugged case. The black looks really good to me. If it was a black iPhone, you know how freaking good that was. Apple, you really let us down without an option for black. All right, so in the past, I used, and Nomad's changed their name of the rugged leather case a couple times, but basically the rugged leather case is what I used to use like exclusively throughout the year. But last year, I ended up using the traditional case more. And I ended up liking it for a few different reasons. One, it worked better with some of my USB-C cables. The cutout was just a little bit better. Nice leather smell. It's one of my favorite parts about making these videos is the leather smell. Love it. And the Hornby leather is coming up next, so I can't wait for that one because those very nice quality leather. Feels good. It's very form-fitting to the iPhone too, so it's not going to be a bulky case, but it's still very protective. And like I said, I used the traditional case most of the year last year. As you can see, like this thing just doesn't take up much space at all. Like it's not a bulky case. And I like that. So you got nice cutouts at the bottom, full access. This had just better compatibility with some of my USB cables, like with my drone that I fly. Again, it's just protective and feels great, looks great. It's a nice classy case. One of the questions I asked myself was if I was going to like the brown leather or the black leather with the iPhone orange. I think I'm gonna lean towards the brown. I haven't put the black on there yet, but it's just one of those weird things. It's like black and orange. I'm just reminded of Halloween, and I don't want to have this Halloween phone colorway combination for the entire time. But the brown and orange kind of has just I mean, it's like fall colors, but I could get used to it more throughout the entire year if I wanted to. Side note, what I might end up doing once I get through some of the content that I gotta make around the iPhone is probably gonna give this to my wife and then get myself, the white one probably. I don't like the color options this year with the iPhone. Very nice, feels great. It's got that nice kind of hard leather feel to it. Buttons are nice and tactile. Camera control launches great. Functions very well. And it's slightly raised above the screen. I do have a screen protector on this, by the way, so that you're gonna have a little bit less clearance because of the gap there. But you got nice camera control. As far as wobble goes, I guess that is one of the benefits of the huge camera bars, that you got a basically symmetrical square at the top. MagSafe, it's a decently strong magnet. This is the traditional leather case black colorway. This is Horween leather. Nomad's got the environment in mind with some different elements there. Nice soft felt material on the inside, smooth leather surface on the outside, and has a wonderful leather smell. It smells so good. I love the leather parts of these videos. All right, so black and orange combo. As I was saying with the brown one, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the black or the brown more. What's your opinion? Do you like the black with the orange more, or do you like the brown with the orange? One detail that I do wanna point out is that there's gonna be some cases out there that you can see the color of the iPhone on the edge. You can slightly see the color through the edge there. And some cases are going to show, some cases don't show that. So that might be something to keep in mind depending on your aesthetic and what you like. I look at the front of the phone more than the back of the phone, so I've gotten used to not seeing the orange as much, but when you see it on the edge there, it kind of just reminds you what color your iPhone is. MagSafe, pretty good, nice, decently strong magnet. Might end up having to get like a full cover for the camera bump and make it black, or skin or something like that. I don't know, which do you like more? Black leather or brown leather with your orange? This leather smells so good. Next up, we got the Modern case in black. So this is like one of their kind of like spoiler options. It's again, a very form-fitting case. It's not gonna be very bulky, but it's gonna be pretty protective. You got a nice groove on the outside for grippiness, and camera control button. I love that they got the camera control button this time. So it's got just a different kind of surface to it. It's not my favorite material. I do like that it's got more of a matte finish this time than a glossier finish, less fingerprints. And so on this one, you're not gonna see the color of the phone coming through. So I like how it wraps over the edge a little bit more. The buttons click very nice. Camera control is great, easy to control. I do like the grip on the sides, that does help out a lot. It's a nice happy medium between using like the leather case or the rugged case. You get really good protection that is slim but not as bulky as the rugged case. And you got all kinds of color options. Nomad is also really good about doing like limited edition ones. The Glow series is great, so you have to kind of keep an eye out for that. This colorway, it's the Volt. It was just an interesting color, and at the time, I didn't even think about this going with the orange iPhone. So this is definitely a very gaudy color combination. I would say this would look way better with the dark blue color, but I just wanted to try it out. And I might end up getting a different color iPhone later down the road, because I'm not sold on the orange just yet. It's just not my aesthetic at all. What do you think about this color combination, this orange and this Volt color? Definitely ain't gonna lose this thing if it's so bright. The buttons are really good, tactile. Camera control works really nice. And MagSafe is pretty solid. And this is the Modern case, but the lunar gray color. This one actually will probably look really nice on the orange iPhone. Kind of reminds me of the gray we use a lot for white balance. I like this. I mean, that's pretty nice looking. I like this lunar gray. What about you? I think it looks pretty good with the iPhone. Honestly, like if you like the interesting colorways, it kind of helps balance it out a little bit. This is a new model that they've actually released recently, and it's become one of my favorite cases that I use so far. You got that carbon fiber material that's in just a different pattern. It's got that sunset pattern that they've done in the past with like a dark burnt orange frame. I really enjoy this colorway, and then the inside has that nice soft material. And it's not a bulky case at all either. And it's got just more protection than what you normally would get with their other lineups that we'll talk about in a second with their slim case. This is what I've enjoyed the most about this case, is that the camera control, even though I don't use camera control, is that it's got one of the best buttons that I've experienced. It's really interesting. So you can press it and still operate it, and it doesn't feel like it's, you know, just like all the other, you can tell that it's a button there. This just looks like it's just part of the design, like a notch out of it. The buttons are very nice and tactile. I really like this case. This is one of my favorite ones that I've used so far. You got reinforced edges and corners. It's raised above the screen and also the camera module. I mean, I don't think you could ask much more from a case. Looks great, feels great, very functional, and it's not very bulky. In my experience, Pitaka has one of the best MagSafe experiences too. The magnet's always really nice and strong, and it just feels good when you're using those kind of accessories. Like, you feel like it's just gonna be a solid connection every time. This is the Pitaka Ultra Slim case. One of the cool things is that they're incorporating the camera control button. And if you don't have the best experience with it just naturally on there, you have the sticker adapter that you could put into the case to help give you that access that you need for all the functionality of the camera control button. The carbon fiber is more prominent on this case, like you can feel it. It's got this nice woven feel. It's just very cool. I love how this looks on this phone. It's so damn good. I love how it hugs the whole entire phone. It feels like it's just an extra slight layer on the phone itself. So what's really cool is that even as thin as this is, they found a way to make the camera control button work pretty much flawlessly. But I don't use the camera control button much anyway, so you know what I mean. For the rest of the buttons though, it's full cutout, so you don't have any kind of covers over it. So you're gonna have full access to that, so that's not gonna be a problem. And then any kind of accessories that you need to use as far as cables and all that kind of stuff is gonna be just fine. This looks and feels great. Some great options on this table. It's gonna be hard to narrow it down to just a few later on. MagSafe test with the Pitaka case. It's pretty solid. I'm not gonna complain about it. Pretty strong magnets there. Next up, we have the MagBak classic iPhone case, and you can actually use this box to install a screen protector that they include. It's pretty cool how they consolidated a case and screen protector installation tool all together in one thing. So here's the case. And what's neat about MagBak is that they make their cases modular, meaning that you got these different attachments that you can put onto some of their cases, like swapping out the buttons, swapping out the grips, things like that. Installing the screen protector for the dedicated video, but I just want to go over the overview of this stuff first. The MagSafe area is definitely different. It's not your typical circle with a little line through it. It's a clear case option. As far as flexibility goes, it's pretty stiff around this area. So I like that part about it. So if you like clear cases, this is an option that you can go for. The buttons feel really nice and tactile. There's precise cutouts on the speaker grill and also the USB connection. You got reinforced corners, and you can also feed a lanyard through there if you need to. Camera control launches really nice, and it functions well. So it definitely has that plastic feel. Me particularly, I just don't like clear cases that much at all. I will never choose to get a clear case, put it that way. But I know there's a lot of people out there that like clear cases, and this could clearly be the choice for you. And MagBak has had such a good reputation of having great magnets for their MagSafe accessories. And there's just an onslaught of options that you can get over at their website. They got wallets, stands, car mounts, all kinds of stuff like that. It's got a good raised lip above the camera module, and you get a nice clearance for the screen area too. I mean, the orange and white looks pretty good. The dedicated video that I plan to make for this case lineup is going to go into the details about swapping out the buttons and just the different customization options that you have with that. This is the MagBak Elite iPhone case. It comes with a screen protector in case you want to install that, and I will make a dedicated video talking about the screen protectors. I just want to go over the overview of the case itself. Now last year, as far as rugged cases go, the iPhone season last year, if you know what I mean, so like the last few months, I ended up using MagBak more than what I've done in the past. What I ended up liking about it was that it had, one, just great magnets. So I've been working on my Jeep and things like that, so being able to put it in places that I could just kind of watch stuff and prop it up. But it's also got this finger loop here that is just great for holding the phone. You know, these phones are kind of big at times, so kind of cumbersome to hold And then it's also got like this comfort port cover down here too, so it feels really nice and soft on the pinky when you're holding it. The buttons and also the grip is interchangeable with different colors. And again, that's gonna be covered in the dedicated video that I make about this. You can change almost like every trim option around here, so you can really make it yours if you want. Another factor about this is that it's a rugged case, but it's not bulky. So you get all kinds of options on it. You get the finger loop, the pinky rest that's also a port cover, all precise cutouts. You can put your lanyard through it. The buttons work great. They're nice and tactile. It's really just a very fantastic option for a case. My only gripe about it is that at times in the past, the ones that I've used kind of gets fingerprinting on the back. So we'll see how that goes over time. The magnets are always super strong on these. It's some of the best. Like you can put this in just different places. You got magnet bars that you can install in different areas, like your computer monitor, just places that aren't magnetized. You're able to, mount it in places that you might want it. If you want a nice discreet car mount, you just put that bar on there and kind of just takes care of that. It's got reinforced corners. It's above the camera module. It's above the screen. It's really it's a fantastic option for a rugged style case that's got a few bells and whistles, if you want to say that. The kickstand works with a magnet and also like a spring action that allows you to put it horizontally and vertically. MagBak has done a great job with these cases. This is the MagBak Classic case, and I think it's the blue color. And I'm actually kind of excited about this because I'm a Florida Gators fan. So if you're familiar with the team colors is orange and blue. And this is pretty close to some of the design stuff that you see with the orange and blue colors. So I'm excited about like game days. I can swap this out and kind of, I like that a lot. That looks awesome. I like this case a lot. Go Gators. I'm literally smiling from it. The cutouts look precise, lanyard cutout, buttons are very nice and tactile, camera control works great. You can change out the colors with the different options here, and I'll cover that in a dedicated video. You could get, let's see what colors I got. I got red, green, and white. So the white would look good with this, but I think in the past I've seen orange options, so that would be actually kind of cool to continue with that Florida Gator theme. This is cool, I like it a lot. That looks great. Solid magnets, like they have the best magnets on the market by far. It's so far out of what I've used, this has been the best magnet, and it should be because they're called MagBak, right? This is the Elite iPhone case made by MagBak. This box actually acts as a phone screen protector installer as well, and I'll cover that process in another video. So I've not used this colorway before. I'm curious what it's gonna look. This will look pretty cool. This should look really nice on this color iPhone. That works really good. MagBak just does such a fantastic job with their buttons. Very nice and tactile. Camera control button works great, functions well. You got this really cool cover here that is a port cover, but it also doubles as a pinky rest that is nice and soft. So when you're holding the phone, you got your pinky rest down here. It just feels really good. It doesn't cut into your finger there at all. Then you got a finger loop here too that makes it even more comfortable to hold. This colorway looks actually really good with the orange. You got full protection all the way around the edge, reinforced corners. It's raised above the screen, raised above the camera module. The finger loop feels nice and soft. Got a kickstand here to where you can use it vertically and horizontal. And it's held by a magnet. And then the MagSafe is just very good on this. It's awesome. It's one of the best on the market. This is the Andar Aspen case. And Andar's been on the channel for a few years at this point, and it's a solid go-to for leather materials, high quality, classy kind of cases. Nice felt material on the inside, lovely leather smell. And this is gonna have my Halloween theme looking kind of stuff. And it seems like with leather cases that you're gonna get just a little bit of a sliver of color of the iPhone, like just barely. It's just a small, small space that you can see the phone. So it's just like, I've seen that, it seems to be the case for leather cases. Nice clickable tactile buttons. Camera control button works great. Who actually uses camera control? I'm really curious. Like last year when it was announced, I used it for maybe like 2 weeks just to try to get used to it. and I just never got used to it at all. So it feels good. You got the nice leather feel to it. It's a very classy case. Magnets feel pretty normal, but they also have so many different options for accessories and whatnot. This is a wallet option that they have. And what I like about it is it's MagSafe for one, but then, you know, it's a money clip, but you can also use it as like a finger loop. So it just depends on your functionality. Nice little leather smell there too. All right, let's see how many cards. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus about 3 different business cards. This also acts like a kickstand, so it's a very functional wallet. It's not gonna hold too many, and that might be the max, is about 3 different cards in that spot. Might take some breaking in to fit some more. That slot here, and you can just kind of hold things the way you want. I like that. That's a nice wallet. This is the Monarch Pro by UAG. It's a very cool looking case, and I got the orange one sent to me to go with the orange iPhone, of course. So we'll see how this looks, and it's definitely one of those bulkier, rugged cases, but it's got this just unique design that you could tell that it's a UAG case from a mile away. Very distinct style. So you're not gonna get table rock on this one. It's got a nice raised, like just body style all the way up there. You got full cutouts for the camera control button. So I would have liked to seen UAG have a cover for it rather than just direct access, but so obviously you're gonna have full functionality there. Get good access to your ports on the bottom, and clickability and tactileness for the buttons are just great. You got reinforced corners and edges all the way around it. Just a very solid case to use for just rugged purposes. They also have a plethora of other kind of accessories, and I've got a few of these kind of styles from UAG, and I've used them on a regular basis because I do like how they kind of fold out and you can prop up your phone in different ways. So it's actually a really good way to test out the MagSafe ability. MagSafe ability, that's a new word. You got the circle here for the MagSafe stuff, but it also kind of works with, you know, the shape that they have on the back too. And this is what I meant by how you can prop it up in just various different ways. You can turn around whatever direction you want, that works. So it's I like this, the ring stand a lot. This is the Plyo by UAG. It's a somewhat clear case. It's got like this grainy kind of look to it, so it might actually look really cool on this. So if you don't want a completely clear case, you can go with this. It's kind of got that smoke color that fades into a clear. It's got a nice grippy feel to it. It's got really nice grip components to it. On the sides here, it's got these grooves that help with that, being able to hold onto the phone really nice. Cutouts for the camera control. The button feels nice and tactile. Access to all your ports at the bottom. And it's gonna be raised above the camera module and the screen. As far as the MagSafe magnets go, super solid, very nice. This is the Metropolis LT by UAG. And this is one of the ones that I tried out prior to this video and used it for at least a couple days. And I actually really enjoyed using it. It was one of my favorite cases that I actually used. So on the inside, it's not like a felt material or anything like that you see on some cases, but it's a nice soft, like plastic that it's not gonna mark up or do anything damage-wise to your phone. And what I loved about this experience was, one, you got a nice texture on the back. It's got that woven material on the back. I like it a lot. And then you got all these different grooves. And that just helps with holding the phone, extra grip, and the buttons are very nice and tactile too. So it kind of acts all together to where you got these just different holding points with this case. It's got reinforced edges. It's raised above the camera module and the screen. And this is just one of those rugged styles that I liked a lot because it has that nice material on the back. So it was one of those, like if I wanted some pretty solid protection and then still wanted to have a good material to feel on the back, this is a nice option to have. It doesn't feel cheap, feels like it's definitely gonna protect the phone. Then of course, the magnets are really good on UAG. I like them a lot. No complaints there. This is the Monarch Pro by UAG. This colorway has that silver and black look to it, so it'll be a nice color combination for this orange iPhone. And again, it's one of those solid cases that you're gonna have tons of protection. Like it's a very thick case. It's on the bulkier side, but it's kind of like squared off. So it feels like it's built like a tank. And it's gonna have like that zero table rock because of the way it's built. So it's got that extra layers going on, multi-layered protection, reinforced corners, above the camera module, the screen, all that kind of stuff. And the buttons feel really nice and tactile. Got the full cutout for the camera module. Got a full cutout for the camera control button. So yeah, that's a pretty neat looking colorway. Got the carbon fiber trim right here. The magnets are gonna be really solid. This is the Metropolis LT, but this has like the honeycomb texture to it. And it's got that camo design. So it's pretty cool looking. And in different lighting, the way the light hits it has just like a different matte finish to it. Yeah, that looks, that looks really sick with the orange actually. Got that orange and dark green, black, gray. That's really nice looking. I like that a lot. And again, you got just these nice grooves and notches that help out with that grip, being able to put your fingers in different places and just have a nice gripping points to work with. The back, it's got a nice, I mean, just speaking about grip too, it's like, it doesn't feel slippery on the back at all. I like that. And the texture feels pretty good. So it's still like the TPU rubbery plastic material, but because of the grooves and the texture, it feels way better than just a smooth surface. Next up, we got Thinborne, and they are a very cool company to work with. It's a small business type setup. They are just really nice to work with. I've enjoyed working with Thinborne throughout the years. They do include a screen protector, and if you have that option, they do include a screen protector with your kit, so that's really nice that they offer that, so you don't have to go out and buy a whole other product to protect your phone. This is one of the cases that I tried out before this video, and I used it for about a day or so just to see how I liked it. They do such a great job with how it hugs the phone. These just have like this, the way that they hug the edges is just different. It's a very precise fit, and that's what I appreciate about these cases. Naturally, you're gonna have cutouts for all of your buttons here, and this carbon fiber looks really good with the orange. Still the Halloween theme. Bump and scrape protection, light drops. This is a good option because you're able to just have a very nice form-fitting case that's not going to be bulky at all. It's got the carbon fiber soft touch to it, and they do a really good job with their magnets too. Very solid connection. This is the Rokform Rugged case. I think this is one of the first cases I got in the mail. And what I liked about it was that they got these different attachments, and I've got a Jeep and there's some different mounting points that you can do in that. And they have this ball one that you can put onto some of the mounts that I have, and it works with their system. So I was actually really excited about that. On the inside, you'll notice that you got this mechanism here. And what that is where you can punch it out, and then you got different attachments that you can get, whether it's a car mount, bike mount, all kinds of stuff like that, to where it'll lock into place. So it's a very solid connection. It's not gonna fall off. And if you're into any of those rugged outdoor activities, that's a great option to have because it's not gonna go anywhere. It just locks into place, and that's such a good option. And when you're done, you can just put this piece back, and then you have that area that's not exposed anymore. So it's got a carbon fiber material here on the back, and then you got all these different textures all throughout this case. So it's gonna help out with that grip, reinforce edges and corners. It's a very solid protection. And one of the things I like about this too that's been different from really any of the other cases that I've used is that it covers more of the camera module area. Everything else is just so exposed, like it's crazy. I don't like that design with the iPhone this year at all because it just exposes and leaves all that whole area open. But this is a very good option for rugged protection. It feels very solid. The buttons are very nice and clickable. You got full access to all your ports at the bottom, and the camera control button cover works great. This is the Crystal case by Rokform. So it's kind of a clear case option. I'll show you some different functionality that you can get. This is a magnet plug is what they call it. So you got this piece here, and this piece here pops into place. Oof. These magnets are crazy. You just pop that in place, and now you got another magnet option to where, like, if you just wanted to place it in areas, just put that to the side. So it's kind of clear. You got some clear points. It doesn't have as many like texture stuff that the other case that they make has. So it's got a little bit more of a smoother design to it, but you get to see the color that you picked for your iPhone. Even though it doesn't have all those different texture points and grooves, it still feels pretty grippy. You got a camera control button there, and it works just fine. Buttons are nice and tactile, very nice. Reinforced edges, raised above the screen, and also the camera module. And again, you got super strong magnets going on. They also have more accessories that you can get. This is their money clip wallet. And this thing is crazy. Like you can customize it and get it to where like the tightness and all kinds of stuff. It's crazy that you have a wallet that comes with a screwdriver. So you know how serious they are about their stuff. So obviously it's gonna work. It's so good. Their magnets that's really strong. That takes a lot of effort to get off. You also have a built-in kickstand, so it'll work great for some vertical, and then putting it out horizontal works great too. That's crazy how much effort that takes. As far as cards go, I'll put this whole stack in here, and I don't think it'll be a problem. God, that's crazy strong. That's so good. I like that a lot. So if that's your style for like money clip kind of wallets, it's metal, like it's a solid wallet. Next is tack, and this is the premium case diamond clear, and I love the minimalistic kind of design to this. So if you're a clear case fan, this is going to be what you want to get. And this is just one of those traditional looking clear cases. It's got more of a hard texture to it versus like the rubbery kind of feel. So it's like a mix of all that put together. I would say like if you like clear cases, this is a choice that you might want to check out. Full cutouts for all the button areas and all the ports. Very thin and minimalistic. The grippiness is actually a standout feature to me because it's not like, while it's smooth, it's not slippery smooth. The magnets for the MagSafe stuff is good. Like there's no excuse for weak MagSafe accessories at this point, right? We've had it for so long. I'm glad that everyone's stepping up their game this year. So it's slightly raised above the screen. You got protection around the camera module. While basic, it's very clean and minimalistic, and I appreciate that. And I like the fact that it's got a hard rim on the edges here. It's not like a flimsy rubber material. It's good. If you like thin cases, I would go for it. And this is basically the same case, but it's in onyx clear, which is like a smoky kind of color. It definitely darkens up the orange. It kind of matches the wallpaper I got going on right now too. It's really like the same features and everything as the clear one, just a different kind of smoke color to go with. This is the bodyguardz accent case. Got another clear case option, and you get a lanyard that goes with it. This clear case has that bubbled edge. So it's got like an air pocket between, and it's gonna just give you that more shock absorption impact protection. So that way, if you do drop it, it's hopefully gonna protect it even that much more. And it's raised above the screen and also the camera module. It's got a good grippiness to it, even though that it's a smooth texture. It's got a good grippy clear case. And you get and there's a button cover for the camera control button. So that actually works really well. That's cool. The buttons are nice and tactile, no complaints there. So if you want a bit more protective case, but clear, this is a good option to check out. This is the Ace Pro made by bodyguardz. You get a lanyard that comes with it. And this is gonna be one of those cases that has like a smoky color to it. It's got this air cushion design to it, and also like these different grooves and textures here to help with that grip. And while it's a smooth surface, it's a grippy surface on the back too. The MagSafe magnets are good. Full access to all your ports at the bottom. This is the Pulse case by bodyguardz. You get a lanyard that comes with it. One of the things I noticed right away was like it's got this soft rubber material on the inside, so that'll help with not marking up your phone. And then the other standout part about it is that it's got this like almost like leather kind of plasticky material or finish on the back. It feels pretty good. There's something unique about this case, and that's how it treats the speaker grills. So you actually get full protection here, but it reroutes the sound to come at you in a sense. So when you're watching videos or video call, music, if you want to come this way, you got your speaker grill on the front normally that fires at you. The speaker grill on the bottom always goes down, but this helps redirect that sound at you instead, or wherever you point the screen at. The buttons feel good and tactile. Camera control button works good. Overall has a nice grip to it too. It's not a bulky case, but it feels pretty protective. This is the Performance Pro case by bodyguardz. You get a lanyard that comes with it. And something that's kind of just stands out about this case is that it has like a soft rubber material on the inside. It's not gonna mark up the phone. It's not gonna mark up your phone while it's resting inside of it. You also have like these air cushion pockets on the inside, so that's gonna help with that impact absorption. Another unique feature about this is that it reroutes the speaker audio at you. So normally like you have it firing towards the bottom, but this one will help reroute that audio, so all your audio from the top to the bottom will wherever the screen is pointing, it's gonna fire that direction. It's not a bulky case, but it definitely feels like it's protective. You can see that it's got reinforced corners. It's raised above the screen and also the camera module, but you also get a nice kickstand here to watch videos on or do video calls, things like that. You don't have to have an extra accessory to prop up your phone, so that's really cool. Buttons feel good and tactile. Camera button works good. Let's see if we can narrow it down to 3 cases. I might have to do top 5. And I'm just gonna start picking some out and then maybe narrow it down that way. Just things that stood out to me the most and just some of my preferences, what I look for. I did like the Apple Silicone this time. It's rare to actually have an Apple case in my top choices. I like the UAG Metropolis case a lot with this material back. The MagBak blue was really good. Man, that makes it tough because I do like the MagBak Elite case because of all the functionality, but I like that blue. Nomad traditional leather. I think I lean more towards the brown than I do the black. So we got 4 picked out. Oh, Pitaka. It's really hard to narrow it down between the 2 Pitaka cases. That's actually difficult to do too. That's really hard, that's tough. For my everyday use, I lean more towards this one because of the full protection. So many good cases up here. I love for different purposes, the Rugged case by Nomad. Also for different purposes, good protection, awesome colorways with the Nomad Modern case. Lots of good options up here. Like Andar leather, can't go wrong with that. I think this is my top 5. So we got the Apple Silicone. I wasn't expecting that. I just like it a lot. It matches so well with the iPhone, of course. The UAG, the texture, the gripping point's really good. The blue looks amazing with this orange. You can swap out the buttons for different customization. The MagBak accessories are just top notch. The classy look for the leather. This was the most used case I had last iPhone. I'm not gonna say last year, last iPhone, the 16 Pro Max model. This year they have the camera button to go with it. But then I think out of all the cases that I've used so far, I've used this one the most. And this is the new Pitaka case. I love the design of it. It just has a very cool looking design. This is the top 5. We'll do a top 5 and top 3, and then I'll do if I could only pick one case kind of situation. Top 3, gonna go Pitaka Pro Guard. Gotta get the leather option in there. Oh, this is tough. I like those 3 a lot. These are just, kind of like no-brainers to me right here. I'm gonna put the Apple Silicone back between MagBak and UAG. That's really tough. This is hard. I love the texture here. That's a big deal to me. But this colorway looks so good with the orange. And it's very functional. And the magnets are awesome. If you think about it too, if I were to go with the MagBak, it gives me some color options. If I go with the UAG case, you can see how it's getting into earth tones. You can really see how my preferences go. Man, that's tough. That's so hard. I'm gonna give the edge to the UAG material. I really like MagBak a lot though. So top 3, we got the Pitaka Pro Guard, got the Nomad traditional leather, and then the UAG Metropolis LT. That's narrowed down to just one case. If I was gonna go with one case out of all these, which would it be? Which would you choose out of these 3? Gonna put the Metropolis back. That's hard, that's really tough. That looks so good. And it's got just very good protection vibes to it. Oh, I love that design. But it's like Nomad is just tried and true, and it's what I end up falling back to. It's a tie for all I could care, but if I could only pick one case, I'm probably gonna go with Pitaka. No, Nomad, damn it. No, it's Nomad. For so many reasons, it's protective, it's classy looking. The patina is something that you just can't get with anything else on this table except for leather ones. And the brown, the thing is the brown patina looks way better, in my opinion, than most other leather options that you have out there. So there you have it. My number 1 case is the Nomad traditional leather case. I'm happy with that decision. It was hard to narrow it down to top 5, then top 3. So many good case options here. what's your top cases? What's the things that you look for out of a case? Is it material, protection, aesthetics, design, clickability, all the different things that I've kind of covered. I'm curious, like, I mean, there's so many really good options out there that aren't even on this table right now, but this is what I have in front of me. This is what I wanted to share. I'll have more videos about individual cases coming out as soon as possible. Links down below in the video description. Let me know what you think about the options that I picked out, what colorways you like. I mean, I change out my cases quite a bit, but it's been Nomad that just has really stood the test throughout all my years at this point. I always fall back to their cases. And then even their watch straps. I'm testing out their new lineup that they just released, and then I've had their metal link for just different models throughout the year, which watches and stuff too. Just such good products. All right, I'm gonna wrap up this video because I got a lot to edit now. Take it easy.